Well, guys, this is going to be a short and somber one because it looks like Hurricane Helene is resulting in almost a worst case scenario for the state of Florida right now. Back in downtown Punta Gorda here, the waters have receded a bit, especially if you guys saw what I posted yesterday, what a viewer sent in on Facebook in the downtown Punta Gorda area. Out of respect for the businesses, I'm not going to walk down there today. It's unbelievable, the storm surge we saw there. I'm just outside Gilchrist Park, and you can see most of the water has receded. It's still got some ways to go. It was very, very, very high yesterday, and I'm sure it's worse up and down the West Coast. I haven't seen what's going on in Tallahassee, but I'd imagine it's pretty bad. You can see we still got roads closed. We've got some people kayaking their way up the street here. So we've got a way to go. Just so much damage, guys, so much damage. I'm sorry if the wind is rough. I can't really help it today. I've never seen water come up like this. I've been in a lot of the county today. I went around a lot of Charlotte County, just checking on properties, looking at things, seeing what's going on my listings or things I have under contract. And unfortunately, the damage is unbelievable. I feel horrendous for anyone affected by this, anywhere across the state, anywhere in the country. I know it's still going on through the country, but at this point now in Southwest Florida, it was Ian and then Idalia, and then we had Debbie last month, and now this. And how much more can this area take is the question. And what is this going to do? I'm sure everybody's wondering, what is this going to do for insurance rates? And I mean, it's not good, guys. It's not good, especially if you're someone who's unfortunately had to have several claims over the past 2 years from the result of these storms. And I mean, Gilchrist is draining, but you guys can see it's still flowing out. A lot of emergency services going around. Sorry, guys, I'm walking on the road here like a jerk, I know, but it's flooded on the walkway. Saw a lot of homes underwater, saw a couple homes on fire, and EMS and fire trying to get those out. And it's probably going to take a little bit to get this down. So this is Chastain Street here. And again, this was much higher last night. I think I was watching Wink News. They don't have a sensor in Charlotte Harbor, but they have one up the Myakka, and they said it went about 5.7 feet was the peak of the water. I know in Fort Myers, they got somewhere around that as well, and I think it was the second highest since they've been recording for the previous 60 years. So Ian was the only one that was higher, but even here, we didn't see this in Ian. I've been all through Port Charlotte, and some portions of 41 are a good ways away from the water, and even they were underwater. I cannot believe the debris, even in Port Charlotte up and down 41, that is strewn about from just how far this water went. You can see it's spinning into the sewer system there, the drainage, which is a bit of an issue. So, oh man, I mean, if you just look, that's horrible. It's terrible. I feel for everybody involved in this. It's just awful. Never seen it like this. So, a couple areas that I've been through that fared seemingly fine. Deep Creek looks pretty dry. Burnt Store Meadows, down by Burnt Store Meadows there, was dry. Anything west or south of 41 in Port Charlotte got hit pretty bad. This whole town was underwater last night, like I told you guys. It's going to be a mess, and it's going to take a long time to clean up because this has hit everybody across the entire western side of the state. It's not just here. So it's going to be months when insurance companies get involved, and then contractors are going to get backed up again. This could end up being a real mess for a lot of people, unfortunately. And I feel like we just got over it. So, oh man, the boat club sign is down. Yeah. Now we're across the water, obviously, so you expect to see some stuff like that, but Yeah, it's not an update I want to bring you guys. Not an update I want to bring you guys. Wind, as you guys can see, wind not really a big deal. It's the water that moved that Punta Gorda boat sign right there. It's not the wind. So we had a lot of tornado warnings. I was actually down this street at about 5 o'clock. Oh man. Wow, this side. Let me show this to you guys. These are why these first floors tend to be breakaways, but that's just awful. Just a hole in the side of the house. And guys, I'm showing you this house because I believe that is the water line. So if you look where that siding's coming off, I believe that's where the water was. All through here. It's crazy. And I put this short up last night, guys. This is in my shorts feed. This is from someone who was on top of FM Dons in the middle of downtown Punta Gorda. Just to illustrate, if you want to go check the whole thing out, it's a little longer, but just to illustrate how much water got in these businesses and how much of the town was actually submerged when we pan here. Look at this. The harbor is behind those hotels in the background. And a lot of water got moved, a lot of things got moved, as you can see. This container here. And then, of course, the side streets that I've shown you guys. This is receded, guys. This has come down quite a bit from high tide last night. So it's just shocking. So like I was saying, guys, I was down in this area and not a lot of wind. Wind really wasn't the big determining factor here. And I've kind of always said that after having gone through Ian. I was in a category 4 or 5, whatever they want to call it. I was in the eye wall on Ian for several hours and the wind is rough, don't get me wrong, but it's the water, as you guys are seeing today, that you have to be concerned about. Downtown, I'm being told that some places had 4 or 5 feet of water in their businesses. It's going to take quite some time for everybody to get back on their feet here and all across the state. I really feel for everybody that literally just went through this and has to do it again, especially if it was as recent as Debbie in August. You know, there was a lot of flooding back then. So I was shocked just how far the water went up 41. I mean, it was pretty deep in the Punta Gorda. You could just see from the residue. I have a short out that I posted that showed some of the different surge levels. You guys can check out what it normally looks like, how it looks now. But I was shocked how deep down 41 there was still clear signs that this was all underwater. And I know Harborview Road was underwater. Exit was closed there for a while. They had the Punta Gorda Bridge closed. Couldn't go across it. They were saying it was for wind speed, but I did see that there was major flooding there. And obviously you guys saw the flooding in downtown. So there was no way to get across that. This is shocking. I've been here 10 years. And I know I just did a video on this, guys. I've been here 46 years, the lady says in the beginning of the video. I've never seen anything like this. So I've been here 10 years. Never seen anything like this. Hope I don't see anything like it again. And I hope everybody can bounce back. All the businesses affected, everybody affected across the state quickly and safely. Still pretty high here in the harbor. This is usually another 2 to 3 feet down. So just a sad day for everybody all across Florida, really. If you guys are in the state, let me know in the comments, what did you see? What kind of stuff have you experienced in your area? I hope you guys are all okay. I hope everybody's safe. And that so far seems to be the silver lining in all this, is I haven't heard of a colossal loss of life due to the surge. You know, homes are replaceable, damage can be fixed, but people can't be replaced. So that is the upside, is I have not heard of a tremendous loss of life yet. And I hope that continues, because as you guys know, Ian was quite different. So, but we're Floridians, Punta Gorda, Tallahassee, Tampa Bay, no matter where you're from, we know how to deal with this and we come back. So no quippy outro this time, guys. I'll leave you with these kids paddle boarding down the street, and we'll keep you updated as we go. Thoughts and prayers out to all of you affected by this.